Title: Becoming a Complete Fine Art Photographer, The Lifelong Journey. Module: Masterclass of The Artist's Legacy and Final Mastery. Reaching the final lesson does not mean the end of learning. It represents the beginning of a deeper journey. A complete fine art photographer is not defined only by technical skill, artistic recognition, or the number of photographs created. A complete artist is defined by the ability to see deeply, create honestly, and contribute meaningfully. Photography is not simply the act of capturing images. It is a way of understanding the world. The first principle of becoming a complete photographer is mastering the balance between technique and vision. Technical knowledge provides control. Artistic vision provides direction. Without technique, ideas may remain impossible to express. Without vision, technique becomes empty. The greatest photographers unite both. They understand their tools completely, but they never allow the tools to replace creativity. The second principle is developing continuous curiosity. The world is always changing. People change. Technology changes. Art changes. A mature photographer remains a lifelong student. Continue exploring new ideas. Continue studying other forms of art. Continue questioning your own assumptions. Curiosity keeps creativity alive. The third principle is creating with purpose. Every photograph is a choice. A choice of subject. A choice of moment. A choice of perspective. A choice of meaning. The advanced photographer understands that every image communicates something, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Create with awareness. Create with responsibility. Create with intention. The fourth principle is respecting the human connection. Photography is ultimately about relationships. The relationship between photographer and subject. The relationship between image and viewer. The relationship between humanity and the world around us. The most powerful photographs are created through understanding, empathy, and respect. The fifth principle is accepting the responsibility of artistic freedom. Freedom in art does not mean creating without awareness. True artistic freedom includes responsibility towards subjects, audiences, cultures, and society. An artist has the power to influence how people see the world. That power should be used with integrity. The sixth principle is leaving space for emotion. Great photographs are not remembered only because they are technically impressive. They are remembered because they make people feel something. Emotion creates connection. Connection creates meaning. Meaning creates lasting impact. The seventh principle is building a personal legacy. A photographer's legacy is not only the photographs left behind. It includes the ideas shared, the students inspired, the conversations created, the perspectives changed. Every artist contributes something unique to the history of visual expression. The eighth principle is embracing imperfection and growth. No artist reaches a final state of perfection. Growth comes from experimentation, mistakes, reflection, and courage. The journey itself is the creative achievement. The ninth principle is understanding the true purpose of art. Art does not exist only to decorate. It exists to explore, question, communicate, and connect. Fine art photography allows us to examine what it means to be human. It preserves moments that disappear. It reveals emotions that are difficult to express. It creates bridges between different experiences. The 10th and final principle is remembering why you began. Before technique, before equipment, before recognition, there was curiosity. There was wonder. There was a desire to capture something meaningful. Return to that feeling whenever creativity becomes difficult. The heart of photography has always been simple. To see, to feel, to share. The complete fine art photographer is not someone who has finished learning. It is someone who continues seeing with fresh ease. Someone who transforms ordinary moments into meaningful expressions. Someone who understands that every photograph is a conversation between light, life, and human imagination. The camera is only a tool. The photograph is only the result. The true art exists in the vision behind them. Your journey as a fine art photographer continues beyond this course. Every new image is another question. Every new project is another discovery. Every moment of seeing is another opportunity to create. Because photography is not only about making images. It is about leaving evidence that you are here. That you observe. that you felt, that you understood something about the beauty and complexity of being human. And that is the lifelong journey of the fine art photographer.